let's go stream. Alright, doing skate tours, and you guys want to try out skate trick. So we're gonna try out skate trick. Okay, let's do it. Dang, what the heck? Oh, dang. Oh! Whoa. Okay. Pop, shove it. Hold on, guys. Just go. Let's go. Oh.
Do any more practice, okay? Sleep. Alright guys, now we're gonna play free something. I forgot the name. Free skate. Yeah, free skate. Go to Create a Park. Hold on. Create a Park? Yeah. You can make your own park. Dang. Oh, the view? Dang, that looks nice. Hey, yo!
Well, guys.
Wait, look at Tokyo Skate Plaza.
I'm gonna pause on stream. We are back streaming.
You know, except for Alpha and the GCPD and Azrael.
Wait, let me see if streaming is
and the Birds of
continuing.
Prey and the Outsiders and the Justice League and
All day.
introducing Allergy. Full
Shenanigans.
lethal acid is now available without a prescription. Astapro is the first and only 24-hour steroid-free allergy spray that stops working in 30 minutes. Take Astapro and go.
I hope my children see in me a fighter, a person who's going to step up.
This is the history of every Green Lantern from Earth. Green Lantern
Let's
number 1 is Alan Scott, a railroad engineer who forged a magical lantern from an alien meteor. Alan's ring had all kinds of neat tricks like energy constructs and intangibility.
Aha! Your bullets can't even touch me. Better give up now, ne'er-do-wells.
But it also had a bizarre weakness.
What? Wood? Really?
Green Lantern number 2 is Hal Jordan. Hal is a test pilot who gets his power ring from a dying alien named Abin Sur and takes up the job of Intergalactic Space Police.
It's weird that my ring doesn't work on anything yellow. But I don't think it'll be a problem. I mean, how many evil things can be yellow?
Hello there.
Nice yellow ring. What's your name?
Sinestro.
That wouldn't happen to mean really nice guy where you come from, would it?
For a long time, the title of Green Lantern passes back and forth between Hal and 2 backup lanterns. Green Lantern number 3 is Guy Gardner, a PE teacher who is Abin Sur's second pick. Green Lantern number 4 is John Stewart, an architect who is trained by Hal in case something happens to him.
Out of the way, white man. Yeah, step aside, Jordan. Big room for Guy Gardner, this big swinging. Hey, what's your deal? I'm angry and a jerk all the time. That's what.
And I'm angry because I'm a black man being written by a white guy in an awkward transitional period for comic book in the 1970s. Oh, well, I can better soon.
I won't. That's what's great about it.
But then the DC Universe was struck by its worst nemesis, the 90s.
If you don't let me resurrect my city, I'm gonna do something really edgy. Please, Jordan, we've dealt with Guy Gardner. This guy ever started killing other lanterns to get what he wants? The rings are incapable of lethal bullets. I think we turned that over. I'm parallax now. That's a cool name, right?
After Hal destroys the Green Lanterns, the last Guardian of the Universe goes to Earth with the last remaining Lantern ring and finds Green Lantern number 5, Kyle Rayner.
You there? Do you have an indomitable spirit, even in the face of certain doom? I'm a suffering artist, so kinda. Good enough. Want to be a superhero? Can I wash my hands first?
Kyle has a few cool adventures, but we don't have time for that now because Jeff Johns is writing Green Lantern and so much stuff happens. Hal comes back to life and it's revealed he didn't really turn evil. He was actually possessed by a galactic fear bug. Then the whole Green Lantern Corps is
Let's
revived
go.
and Hal, Guy, John, and Kyle all have rings again. Then the Guardians try to destroy all free will in the universe. Green Lantern number 6, Simon Baz, is recruited to help fight them.
I'm here to help.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Simon Baz. I was arrested for stealing a van that happened to have a bomb in it, but this ring showed up and took me out of jail. And then the Justice League tried to arrest me, and a talking squirrel told me I had to come help save the universe.
Oh, bad vouchers for you. Great. Help us punch these space zombies.
Green Lantern number 7 is Jessica Cruz, a young woman who's been a fearful shut-in ever since seeing her friends get killed by the mob. And then the evil ring from another universe makes her go crazy.
I've lived in fear of the world for years. Now the world will live in fear of me.
Hey, you!
What?
Do you need a hug? There. You're too old to be a woman when you can join the Justice League.
And that brings us up to now. Hal is back to being a space cop. John and Alan are involved in the Justice League's big reality-shattering adventure. Jessica is off in deep space fighting Darkseid. And Guy, Kyle, and Simon are waiting for some writer to decide what to do with them. Oh, and there's also this new Lantern who may or may not be in the main DC universe. Her name's Sojourner Holland, and... Hey, what's going on? What? What do you mean animation costs money? Whatever. The book's only got a couple of issues out, so it's not like there's much to say right now anyway. People won't mind if we left out the first lesbian Green Lantern, right?
Ooh. Alright guys, now we're gonna go to the city.
19 dead in Uvalde, 10 dead in Buffalo.
I mean, before we go to the city, we're gonna, I'm gonna do, when we actually go to the city, I'm gonna do something real quick. Here's my clothes real quick. Yep, looks better. Anyways, let's go. Okay, so... So, I think we should go to Street San Francisco. Yeah, we're going to NYC City.
Welcome to Marvel TLDR, the series where we break down Marvel's greatest stories so you can jump right in and read the original adventures. Today's story is Spider-Verse. To understand this story, we're going to need to do a rundown of a few key Spider-People from other dimensions. Miles Morales is the Spider-Man of the Ultimate Comics universe. In Miles' world, Peter Parker died heroically, and after his death, Miles took up the mantle of Spider-Man to keep the world's greatest hero alive. Mayday Parker is the daughter of Peter Parker and Mary Jane from the alternate universe. Like her dad, she has spider powers and uses them to fight Spider-Man. The superior Spider-Man is actually Otto Octavius.
Did you call me a mother?
Dr. Octopus took over Spider-Man's
Oh, sorry guys.
Get the hell out of the way, wood pusher.
Peter has since regained control of his own body. Silk is a young woman who was bitten by the same spider that bit Peter Parker. She was locked in a vault to be protected from this story's villains, the Inheritors, and she spent her whole life training to use her powers. Peter eventually found the vault and let Silk out, but because they have matching pheromones, the two of them are always making out whenever they're together. King is an angsty clone of Peter Parker. How did Peter get a clone? Well, we won't get into that because it's a complicated web of a lot of different stuff. Spider-Man 2099 is Miguel O'Hara, a scientist from the year 2099. Miguel gave himself spider powers while trying to create a hero similar to the Spider-Man of the past. Now let's dive right into the story. During his time as Spider-Man, Otto Octavius traveled across time and dimensions. During these adventures, he learned that the Inheritors, a family of dimension-hopping vampires who feed on beings with spider powers. They do this because of the Master Weaver, a naked breed of a spider machine who spins a web of fate that holds reality together. The Inheritors have enslaved to the Master Weaver, and he tells them that a bunch of spider people will eventually destroy them if they don't kill the spider people first. To stop the Inheritors, Otto begins jumping dimensions to form a spider army. Meanwhile, another group of spider people all gonna recruit Peter Parker from the 616 universe because he's the only Spider-Man to ever defeat the Inheritor called Morlun. Peter takes his spider team to meet up with Otto's spider team, but suddenly the Inheritor Deimos attacks them. Otto kills Deimos, and then the spider army retreats because more
Beat it,
Inheritors
kid.
The spider army goes to Earth 13, which is protected by a cosmic Spider-Man. His powers are so great that even the Inheritors are too scared to attack. The army plans a counterattack and then splits up into teams. Spider-Man 2099 travels to the future with a 6-armed Spider-Man and the steampunk Lady Spider to analyze Deimos' corpse and look for weaknesses. Miles Morales takes the Spider-Man from the modern TV cartoons and runs off to recruit more Spider-Man, starting with the Spider-Man from the 60s cartoon. His team also finds a talking spider monkey that they go joyriding.
Get out of
King and a few
here.
other spider clones travel to an alternate Earth,
Oh,
where the
hey.
Inheritor Jetting has a cloning factory. This factory provides his family with new bodies for their souls to flee into, even if they are killed.
I'm part of that East Coast hardcore real stuff.
Because the Inheritors seem especially interested in capturing her, Spider-Woman chases after Silk to make sure she doesn't get into too much trouble. Meanwhile, Peter Parker and Otto Octavius fight over who gets to be the leader of the Spider Army. Peter kicks Otto's Thomas, but the safe zone is compromised when the father of the Inheritors, Solus, shows up. Cosmic Spider-Man's powers are derived from pure life force, so he's actually the heartiest meal the Inheritors can eat, and Solus is hungry. So Cosmic Spider-Man becomes Cosmic Snack Man. Then, the Inheritors kidnap Mayday Parker's baby brother Benji, and with Cosmic Spider-Man dead, all hope seems lost. Suddenly, a few Spider-Women show up with the live-action Japanese Spider-Man and his giant robot Leopardon. The robot attacks Solus in all of its glory, and then gets torn to pieces. The Spider Army runs away. Spider-Woman has infiltrated the Inheritor base by pretending to be a concubine and to become Master Weaver. A small act of rebellion gives her some magic scrolls that she teleports to Peter Parker. Silk finds a nuclear wasteland that the Inheritors can't survive in, so the Spider Army uses this world as their new base of operations. They find a fallout shelter that's home to the last man alive on Earth. The Spider-Man of this world, Uncle Ben Parker. After the death of his family, Ben gave up on being a superhero and failed to stop Dr. Octopus from turning the world into an irradiated wasteland. The magical Spider-Girl, Anya Corazon, reads the scrolls, which reveal that Benji, Silk, and Kane form a magic trio. If their blood is collected and spilled on the web of destiny, every Spider-Person will die, destroying the one thing prophesized to kill the Inheritors. The clone team destroys the clone factory and kills Jenny. Kane becomes so angry that he turns into a giant spider and goes on a rampage in the Inheritors world. He savagely kills Solus, and Orlan savagely kills Kane and collects his blood for the ritual. Silk also goes to the Inheritor world but gets captured. Now the Inheritors have Silk, Benji, and the blood of Kane, everything they need to complete their ritual. The Spider Army makes their final assault. Peter leads his team into battle, and then Miles Morales shows up with his recruits. Spider UK has also recruited Karn, the estranged member of the Inheritors, to fight on the side of the Spiders. Uncle Ben and Spider-Ham, the talking pig Spider-Man, manage to save baby Benji, disrupting the ritual. Spider-Man 2099 and Lady Spider show up to the fight with Japanese Spider-Man's mech repair. All these reinforcements mean one thing: the Inheritors are doomed. The Spider Army wipes the floor with the Inheritors and then throws them into the radioactive world. The Spider People are victorious. But in the aftermath of the victory, there's trouble amongst the Spiders. During the battle, Superior Spider-Man decided to literally end destiny by killing the Master Weaver and cutting up the great web of life and destiny. Peter beats up Otto again and sends him back in time with no memory of what happened. And then Karn takes the place of the Master Weaver to repair the great web. Uncle Ben goes to Mayday's dimension to be part of the family again, and all the other spiders go home to happy endings. Except Spider UK, whose dimension was destroyed as part of the build-up to Secret Wars. But hey, it's not a Spider-Man story if someone doesn't suffer, right? Thanks for watching this video. Read the original Spider
Ow.
on the Marvel Comics app or in graphic novel edition wherever comics are sold.
War has his weapons. I have my own swords. Never let the crowd see you sweat. I am worthy.
Oh.
Dad didn't think he was wasting water until he was about 8.
Yeah.
And he realized there's more he needs to do right now to cut back. That's outside.
Hold on.
Save you up to 20% more water. And so, he was spraying his house with water every day and using mulch to prevent evaporation.
Does yours have a black logo?
Welcome to Bite Size Comics, the series where we break down the most famous stories and characters in comic book history. Today's story is Civil War, a convoluted tale of friendship, betrayal, and the complete character assassination of Iron Man. Our story begins with a group of teenage superheroes called the New Warriors, who decide to turn their crime-fighting escapades
Ooh.
into a reality TV show. One of their fights goes horribly wrong and leads to
Dang
a
it.
giant explosion that kills 600 men, women, and children. This tragedy shocks the entire country, and public opinion of superheroes takes a turn for the worse. Angry mobs demand an end to all superheroes and beat up the Human Torch. The government introduces a new law called the Superhero Registration Act, which would give every superhero 3 options. Option 1, reveal your secret identity, join S.H.I.E.L.D. as a government-sponsored superhero, and do whatever the government says. Option 2, quit being a superhero and find another day job. Option 3, become a wanted fugitive. Iron Man decides to fully support the new law. Listen, guys, we can't keep hiding behind masks, and to show everyone what a great idea this new law is, I've convinced Spider-Man to come here and reveal his secret identity. Spider-Man reveals his secret identity to the world, and then Iron Man gives him a fancy new costume to sell tons of variant covers and toys. Superheroes like Mr. Fantastic, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket at the moment, and Wasp all join Team Iron. But Captain America is not on board with this new registration act. He thinks the law is a violation of civil liberties.
Oh, dang.
Forcing superheroes to reveal their identities leaves many of their families in danger. Iron Man and his allies hunt down all the elite.
Hey, language.
No trial, no jury. Captain America goes on the run from the government.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end stream here because I will see you guys in the next